Hello, Team Absolution fans, far and wide. It is Thursday night. We have no reason to not have it, so we're having damage check as per normally. I can't get over the headband.
Sponsored by Jaeger.
Not sponsored by Jaeger. If only. We gotta get some duct tape and put it over the Jaeger.
Just censor it the whole time.
The moving black bar that follows it. We're gonna wait about 5 minutes because Keith said he was running a little behind, and then we'll go ahead and jump started and get ready. I guess it's been an interesting week.
Mm-hmm.
Not really for Vanguard, except for some of the cards. It's been an interesting perspective, I guess. I've gotten way overhyped for cards that have no business hyping me up.
No, I think we're right to be hyped about these cards.
Dude, I kind of agree, man. The card is really, really, really good.
Also, these really good.
Also, really pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Not like you you got some bosses, but it's nothing groundbreaking, but they're really good.
They're pretty good.
It's card design. I don't know if that's something I'm going to say I'd like to see, but it's interesting.
Speaking of, really quick, take it tangential. Have you gotten second in Tetris 99 yet?
No, still third place.
Still third? Have you been able to get 30 again?
Yeah, I've gotten third again.
All right, so it's repeatable.
I average about top 15 to 30 usually. And then if I'm slipping, I just get knocked out immediately by 6 people that target me.
Now it's proved the worth the $35 we spent on the year subscription for the group.
Oh yeah.
Definitely worth it.
Without a doubt.
That was a pretty good direct too. We didn't talk about it. Well, last week we didn't talk about it because it was. Oh, somebody asked us though, and when we were doing our little stream game, that was a good direct. I was a fan of it. Apparently, the rumors are that we're gonna get a Pokemon announcement next week.
I hope so. I'd like to see
about Gen 8.
I can never be as excited as I used to be about Pokemon, but I still really like it. So.
Who knows, man? This could be the game. This could be the game.
What, to get me back?
Yeah, it could be. Dude. Oh well, I think it'd be a remake.
No,
it's gonna be Gen 8. Damn. I thought a remake of Diamond and Pearl because that's next.
No, I just feel like Gen 8's going to look exactly like either Let's Go or Sun and Moon, and I don't...
I think it's going to be closer to Sun and Moon.
Well, probably.
Maybe Sun and Moon with graphics from Let's Go.
Yeah.
I kind of still hope I get to use my Pokeball, though.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine that Pokemon requires more than 2 buttons at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, it's actually not. Well, at least for me.
I'm guessing...
Oh, Fire Emblem got a release date. What is it? I'm also looking forward to Fire Emblem Academy.
Fire Emblem, My Hero Academia Fire Emblem. Everybody has a quirk,
dude.
But you.
That trailer was so funny, and I feel like every single time they make a new Fire Emblem, old Fire Emblem fans just get more and more pissed because it's not just waifu emblem, and
But this time they were all guys though, except for the girl, I guess. And the goddess.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's going to be more girls. But also, I don't know. I feel like they're just it's deviated too much, and we can't, have the same kind of hardcore Fire Emblem experience like we're used to. But it's you know what? This has single-handedly revived the series. Awakening single-handedly revived the series, made it into what it's written.
Could argue brought it into, mainstream. Without Awakening, Fire Emblem would still be a niche game.
Yeah.
And the GameCube games probably wouldn't be that expensive.
No,
because that's what made it so expensive. The GameCube games and the...
Well, it was already a little pricey.
It was pricey, but I mean, the Awakening kind of skyrocketed it. It's like Atlas games, dude. The better Atlas gets, and the more mainstream Atlas gets, the more expensive Atlas games get. Not mainstream ones like Persona and stuff like that, but the obscure ones.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, friends.
That they're posted 100 dude. Look up rare DS games, and they're all Atlas games.
You're probably right. July 26th. That's pretty good.
I can do that. I still want to see more about Daemon X Machina. I want to see how they fine-tune that game. It could be a lot of fun.
I hope so. I want to they need to make it a little smoother. After playtesting, you realize promo was necessary for the next year. Promo was helpful. I don't think I would ever say that promo was necessary to make that game run. My favorite is Sacred Stones on the GBA. The promo is very good. I can't deny that, but I think necessary is a strong word.
What's up? Oh, it's Keith. Oh, wait. We can't hear
Keith, you're here. We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, for some reason we couldn't hear you. Hold on, let me figure out why.
Hello. Oh, I can kind of hear him.
Oh, maybe I need to raise the volume. It's us. Hold on a second. Let me see if it's a.
Say something.
Say something, Keith.
Hello. How's it going, everyone?
No, still
Still a little.
try now.
Hello. How's it going?
I can kind of hear him now.
Do you want to disconnect, reconnect? See if that helps.
Oh, the manual volume button comes in.
Yeah, right. I think. Well, I kind of think that Keith's doing his thing where like we can't hear him very well. I don't know if they can hear him pretty well.
They can hear me fine?
They can hear you fine. All right, then it's us.
No, I said I can. I don't know if they can.
Oh, can you guys hear Keith? Because we kind of can't.
Yeah, because he's a little low for us. So I had to like manually raise the volume, and I was gonna jump back in. It's gonna be like, Plong!
No, I think you can turn it up a little more actually.
Hit him with the THX.
Irish.
All right, here, I'm gonna jump off and I'll jump back on.
Oh no, that sounds good.
Oh, it sounds
No, people that say they can't hear him. Yeah. So jump back off and jump back in.
Well, I can hear you.
That's because we just manually raise the volume until we can hear him. This happens every time, though.
Doesn't?
Yeah, we have to jump in back in and back out. We just usually sit on the couch while he's doing it.
We have not gotten any practice with Genesis.
But since you kind of...
Is this any better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah. Hello. How's it going, everyone? Irish accent. Hello.
Just say like really Irish words, like O'Malley.
Yeah, O'Malley. Guinness. Potatoes.
I was waiting for the potatoes. I was like, it's got to be at least top 3.
All right. That's enough talking. Keith, you've never played a Fire Emblem game, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay, I'm just curious.
It's a good time.
All right, Team Absolution fans far and wide, it is that time of the week to do damage check. I'm joined with the illustrious, the great, the Irish God himself. Posted more amazing videos of that.
Oh, yes.
I really liked your Narukami one, dude. I actually watched the whole thing. Like, it was a really good one.
Yeah, I actually have another Narukami video that should show. Hopefully, if I remember, I'm gonna go post it tonight so that we can have it uploaded.
Awesome, perfect. Nice. And then I'm also joined with, of course, I'm changing his name. I'm making an adjustment here. Okay, Matt will now be ever known as the Immortal Greed. Matt,
I'm changing my name on Discord real quick.
It's the Immortal Greed. He's no longer the Immortal, and I didn't want to switch him to the Greed. He's the Immortal Greed because there is no Vanguard player I know more greedy and also impossible to kill than Matt.
Would you say the Greedy Immortal or the Immortal Greed?
The Immortal Greed.
Okay.
Or the Greedy Immortal. I kind of like both, actually.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give you to the end of this damage check to decide.
All right.
Because the fans are shocked. This is the biggest news, dude. They're stopping their presses.
Everyone vote in the chat: the Immortal Greed or the Greedy Immortal.
Because like if you've been watching our streams, like Matt makes some very gutsy plays, especially when it comes to moles.
Man, if you guys could see in my head, if you guys could know my thought process.
It usually starts with everything's gonna be okay because there's a heal on top. All right. That being said, let's jump into the spoiler reel. There's some interesting spoilers. This is gonna be one of the few cases where we do talk about some commons and some rares, given that they have no business being the rarity they are, in my opinion. So,
or costed the way they are.
But let's start with some Bermuda stuff because
these are good.
It's got to be. They are good. So these are both grade 3s, both 13K, both force markers. I forget the name of the first one, but it's blue, and the other one's red. So we're gonna talk about the blue one first. So Melody, Auto, Vanguard, Rearguard. When its attack hits, this is a Melody skill, so it's important to know that all Melody units will get the Melody skill. When its attack hits a Vanguard, if you have 4 less cards in hand, draw a card. And then act Vanguard CB3, return 3 Melody cards from drop to hand. So let's talk about this. Keith, what are your thoughts here?
I mean, a on-hit draw 1 isn't super great, and CB3 is a lot, like as far as the skill goes.
CB3 is a little pricey.
Yeah, I don't know what the counter charge is like in Bermudas because I've paid attention to probably like 0 Bermuda reveals, like actually.
Yeah, as we find, I think we're getting close to the end of the Bermudas stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it might be time. I think next week I'll call in Andrew and ask for his like overall analysis on Bermudas and where it stands. Because if anyone's going to have the best analysis on that deck, it's going to be him. But I kind of think this card's pretty cool.
I like it. Yeah, well, because it's with the next card, it has some good synergy because it's Vanguard or Rearguard, and with the Melody.
Yeah, but they're both Vanguard Rearguard.
I know. That's why it's like they have super cool synergy. Granted, they're both grade 3s, but yeah.
Yeah, I think
these are definitely supposed to work in conjunction,
in tandem. So the next,
on that note,
let's talk about the red girl. So Melody, continuous, Vanguard Rearguard. This unit gets intercept, and when it intercepts, it gets shield plus 10k. So that goes to all your Melody units. So that's kind of nice for grade 3s. They can intercept and get the 10k shield. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, it's not even 5k. It's 10k.
It's 10k. And then the second skill is Act Vanguard. Soul Blast 2. Until the end of turn, your unit's ability when it hits may also activate if it does not hit. So this is what Matt was saying. That's where the synergy goes in. You call this guy to rear. You call this guy to Vanguard. And you call some other grade 3 to rear that has Melody in its name, and now suddenly you've got some really dangerous skills stacked up.
Yeah. I like I completely forgot about the grade 3s being able to intercept. I really like that too. This red one is like all good. Given
the choice, I think the red one's the one you want to ride.
Yeah, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, red ride and then blue on rear to have the
to have the Melody skill. And then you're really good. And then basically you're allowed to like really commit to the board more than you would because you have the intercept for guarding, and you can call more dudes from the hand because if you Soul Blast 2 for the 1 hits, you're gonna at least go up to 4 cards.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was about to say we're gonna get a draw perfect guard. That's gonna happen.
Yeah,
there's no way.
It's been released in Japan without a draw PG trigger. I don't know. That's very. I find it hard to believe that they wouldn't give Bermuda's a draw PG.
Yeah, I was gonna say the set's not out yet. I don't think. I know the trial deck is.
Yeah, the trial deck is definitely out.
The trial decks don't come with draw PGs.
Yeah, they come with regular PGs, don't they? I think they do.
Yeah, they come with grade ones.
Yeah. Anyway,
that being said, let's move along. We will skip that one.
But why? She got the window, man.
No. I mean, she looked cute. I ain't gonna deny it. That's not what we're here for.
That's a counter charge, man.
Okay, Pembble gets counter charge. Congratulations.
Not
Bermudas get counter charge. Are you surprised? No, I'm not either. Moving on.
Oh, counter charge has a titty window too. Keep that in mind. All right. Anyway,
that's a promo.
Yeah. Kimnara. I like Kimnara.
Is this?
Yeah.
All right. So Kimnara, grade 1, 8K. Act CB1 and retire this unit. Choose 3 of your opponent's rear guards and retire all rear guards that are not chosen.
Yeah, this card's kind of spicy.
It's interesting. I like it a lot, actually.
Pop a column, man.
If they have a full board, what's really cool is this is really good against something like Neonectar because you'll be like, I'll choose the 3 tokens and go buy everything else.
Enjoy your 5Ks.
Well, while I will be enjoying my 5Ks, makes me a little sad.
What do you think, Keith, about this this Kagros stuff?
I think it's like a super cool design, like as far as retire goes, because it scales super well. Like if you're behind, he catches you up. You know, if you're ahead, he's actually pretty bad. So like I think it's a really well balanced and designed card for the clan.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about it in that perspective, and it is really well balanced, and it's because it is like if you're ahead and this card gives you nothing, if you're slightly behind, it gives you a push. But if you're really behind, it like can really do a lot for you.
And it gives you some more choice playing against Excel too.
So. Yeah, oh my god, playing against Excel, this card's nuts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like just the fact that it's basically just choose 2 units, retire them. Like the effect is kind of unspokenly worded.
Yeah, in most decks, but like in my head, I'm thinking
picturing against Great Nature.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
And you're just running through like 3, maybe 4 units if they're going crazy.
Because if Great Nature gets lucky, which
that's crazy. Wow.
If Great Nature gets lucky on their Leopold turn and is able to pull 2 non-triggers and fills their entire board, this guy can be a really. This is almost as good as
undisclosed card that we're going to talk about later.
I think it could have been a double R.
Because
it's a very strong counter to Excel, in my opinion.
Sorry,
we cut you off there though. What you were saying?
No, you're right. That's pretty much it. What I wanted to say about that card. It's just really damn good.
It's really good. That being said, the first of Braxton's fantastical cards that he's trying to figure out how to put in his deck. Draconic Burnout has returned.
The boy.
I think his first set appearance was set 15.
That's right.
So Burnout is back.
It's been a while.
It has been a minute. Dude, he was also played in that deck forever.
Oh, yeah. He was just so damn good for what he did.
Burnout was played in that. Burnout Neo Flame like never died for like a super long time.
The card used to be what, like $15? Still hasn't dropped below 5. Like,
yeah, Burnout.
yeah,
no, Burnout was. Dude, the other thing was a time when Burnout was like 20, man. Burnout was expensive.
Yeah, Burnout was like good stuff.
So unfortunately now it's just a rare, I think. So how the mighty have fallen. But the thing is, like, we're getting really good cards with like that, like aren't foiled. Which
did we even say the skill? Rearguard Circle, CB1, bot deck a grade 2 or higher from your drop zone, kill a rearguard. So yeah,
that's really good. That's really good.
That's basically free, is what that is. That's just,
I mean,
for intents and purposes, that's free.
The closest thing you could say is the CB1, but I mean, CB is such a okay resource to use in Kagero because they do have a decent counter charge.
Airmo's fantastic still, yeah.
Bot deck a grade 2 or higher, aka an Overlord, aka a Waterfall, aka whatever you need back in the deck.
Maybe a vanilla grade 2 if you want that shield. You know, it's all good.
And then choose one of your opponents, or dude, I know Braxton. He'll put a PG back. Oh no, I speak grade 2 or higher.
I was about to say, hold on.
Oh, thank God, thank God. No, I know Braxton.
I'll a judge if Braxton puts a PG back.
Dude, throw triggers back for this? Oh my lord.
I think they're prevented to do that. That's probably why we didn't get Legion.
Waterfall intensifies.
Gulp. So Keith, yeah, pretty good card for a rare, especially, man.
Oh yeah, for a rare, that's damn solid.
Yeah, I'm seeing a very strong line in this set. Is like, I'm scared to see what the high rarity stuff is gonna do because like,
the
low rarity stuff
in the set.
It's so heat.
It procs the CC. Yeah, it does procs the CC. Yeah, by himself, he and Airmo are just like high five. It's perfect.
Yeah, with him and Emerald, this is free.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Some of these royal cards aren't very.
We're gonna skip this royal combo because while it's not terrible, and if you're playing like a budget deck, I was thinking about this the other day. If you're playing Soul Saver, like if you're trying to go for like Soul Saver Palamedes deck, like these 2 grade 2s aren't terrible alternatives because like you're not gonna run. You don't have to run Blaster Blade because you don't want to use a Soul. So and these guys are like really strong beat sticks.
True.
So if you're going for like beat stick deck, this could be it.
Right.
But I will talk about this card.
Of course you will.
Because this card's really good.
Because it's Leanne.
Also, it's Leanne.
Wow. You guys remember
her? Leanne's art looks awesome. I would love to see if Leanne was the OR. I'd be so happy.
That'd be interesting.
So Leanne, auto rearguard Guardian Circle. When placed, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, discard a card. And that is always the best order in which things should be done.
Absolutely.
It should always be draw, discard.
Yeah.
Is this a common too? I think this is just a normal.
I think this might be a promo, actually.
It's a promo.
Yeah, it's a promo.
Okay.
It's sad, but it's really good. Keith, let me throw it out to you. What do you think?
Yeah, the little like thing about this is that it's Guardian Circle. Like that's what makes this the spice. You know, that's what gives this extra. Because on rearguard, it'd be fine. You know, you'd be like, okay, this is whatever. You probably wouldn't run it at that point. But getting it on the Guardian Circle for that free, I don't know, what is it called? Loot effect, I think is what they call it. It's pretty good. Pretty damn good.
No, it is really, like, I'm such a huge fan of that. And it's weird because now, like, Royal Paladin's starting to come into its own, and I'm starting to see a lot more, like, across the entire board skills, like on Guardian Circle, like a lot of that now since Blaster Blade power and stuff on the Guardian Circle. Those other 2 cards got, when they're both on the board, they get power in the Guardian Circle as well. And I'm like, these Guardian stuff Circle is like, because now they've made, like, because we all knew that Royal Paladins was a very powerful, like it can make numbers, but now it can also like defend without using as many cards, which I like.
Plus, draw ditch is always.
Draw ditch is so good, dude.
Does that mean we're gonna get Gojo and Screaming and Dancer and Announcer Shout? Like,
Screaming and Dancer, Announcer Shout.
I want that little tentacle man. Like, yeah.
What did he always say in the anime too? Like, oh, dude, it's been a minute since good old Screaming and Announcer Dancing Shout.
I like this Tengu guy too.
What is this going on?
I don't know if it's Nubatama or Murkuma, though, I'll be honest.
It's a Nubatama, actually.
Nubatama? Okay.
It's a Nubatama. I like it, but I don't like that it's AK.
It is AK.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it real quick, though. So, auto rear guard when placed, Soul Blast 1. If you do, your opponent chooses a trigger unit from his or her hand, and he or she. Remember we talked about this with Braxton, and he or she may discard it. If he or she does not, you draw a card. All right. So me and Braxton and Matt were talking about this the other day. Keith, you get played this. Your opponent plays this. Would you? Is there a realm of possibility in which you would ditch a trigger unit from your hand? Or are you always going to let him get the draw?
I mean, in like a really stalled out game, maybe. Like that would be the only reason, or I knew I wasn't gonna die. I guess would be the only reason.
All right. I was thinking also like the one thing I was saying is if you have a 5K draw trigger in hand,
yeah,
I'd probably pitch that in most cases if I had it, because like you don't really lose a lot, and I don't want him to get because who knows what that card could be that he draws. If I pitch a 5K shield, like in 9 times out of 10, that card's not gonna be very useful to me.
Yeah.
So that was just my thought because like Braxton was like, I would never do it. He gets the card every time, and I'm like, all right, Braxton.
He seemed a little too opposed. I'm like,
It's kind of interesting though with Magatsu Storm though. Like you get this effect off twice. Like that's kind of cool to have him fire off twice.
Right, that's true. Forgot about that. That's good stuff.
K is kind of booty.
Oh, I didn't even know these were more cards. Are these promos though?
I actually also missed those.
Which guys?
These like other Bermuda units.
Tech Hits of Vanguard. None of these seem very
all
good.
these seem promo.
That one's kind of okay.
Oh, this is a double R, so we'll talk about this one. All right, so let's talk about this other Bermuda unit that looks cool. It's a 10K grade 2.
Oh, it's got a weird effect. I remember it's that one up there.
Is this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a grade 2 10K auto rear guard. When placed, cost counterblast 1. Draw 2 cards. Return a card from your hand to the deck and shuffle your deck. If you have no rear guards with the same name as your Vanguard, return 3 cards instead of returning 1.
You gotta have it right.
It's a very confusing skill.
I kind of don't like that it can be dead. I don't know.
Yeah, this is like mega dead. If you don't if you miss the condition, like the first condition.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that card because of that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that's just my thing.
Yeah, that's a very real drawback to that card. You're just gonna be like, oh, you're fucked. So
it's okay. It's okay. Reveal in 8 minutes. Ooh, we're gonna have more stuff. All right. On to a good card though.
Let's talk about the next card. I think we all talked about the Marinas enough. As you can tell, like we are not you like Marinas a good bit.
Okay.
I'm indifferent to Marinas.
I'm also very indifferent to
They just kind of do stuff, and I just learn that they exist. So then I have to deal with once a year like taxes. This Kagura unit though is actually pretty spicy. What's his name? Like Dragon Knight or something?
Yeah, Dragon Knight.
What'd you say, Keith?
Ruin,
yeah. So, continuous Vanguard rear guard. If your opponent has no rear guards, this unit gets plus 3K. So, that's pretty nice. It's a 13K beat streak. Auto Vanguard rear guard when placed. CB2. Choose an opponent's rear guard, retire it, look at the top 7, reveal an Overlord among them, add it to hand, shuffle deck. This card's really good.
I like it.
CB2 or Soul Blast 2?
Soul Blast 2, sorry.
Right.
SB2. I'm getting that confused. My bad. Soul Blast 2, not CB2. Soul Blast 2. This card's really good.
Oh, yeah. Do you like going +2 from your card for just doing the thing? Like, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, that's just really good tempo right there. I mean, he's a little bit awkward with Waterfall, I guess. But outside of that, cards great.
The top 7, you're bound to see it, especially, like, because Braxton's probably going to say...
Yeah, you say bound to see.
Yeah, okay, maybe not bound.
You remember Ride Chains?
Touche, my friend. But I mean, he'll probably run it like 6 Overlords, like 4 great, maybe two regular Overlord, depending on what the great does, of course. But
yeah, I'm expecting a Overlord requirement for the Greys, and I think it's just going to go to 4/4 with that deck.
You think so? You think you got to draw? No, I think if anything, if the Grey required an Overlord Vanguard similar to like Monarch or something, I think we see like a 4/4/2 maybe. Like if you don't drop Waterfall, like
well, Waterfall is just Waterfall is Waterfall.
Waterfall is way too good.
It's my Jaeger headband. We got a new sponsor.
We did not
Let me go grab the bottle from the freezer. No, this card's great though.
The card's really good. I'm starting to sense like a real like old Kagero feel from it. You know, like the check on the tops, and like I'm like, Kagero's starting to be like, hey, we've got our old form back.
Yeah. I don't like Kagero's old form.
you mean Vanguard bread and butter? It's cool.
I don't think this card will see much. I mean, it could, but I don't think it's going to see much play in premium though, because I think there's a lot of soul already with the purge and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Assuming the grade's good.
Yeah, I don't really see why you would run it in premium. Maybe you will. I mean, getting a top 7 is fairly okay just to draw the card, but
yeah, but you got to do that for the. I think the purge does it, or the destiny. One or the other does it, anyways.
Yeah. The purge does it. No, the destiny does it. The destiny does it. The destiny is the grade 3. And,
yeah, destiny does it.
Yeah, and you also have you're not going to have a soul from the Forerunner as well in premium, so that's also a mark against it.
But let's talk about the
They're
boys.
here.
The Starvaders that aren't actual Starvaders, but everybody look at them. Look at these cards. They're totally Starvaders.
They're definitely Starvaders.
They Starvaders just without the names.
Oh,
all right,
man.
So first we're gonna talk about the grade 2 9K. To be honest, I don't like that he's 9K, but I'm gonna let it go. All right, grade 2 9K. These are commons. No, wait, this one's a rare, and the other one's a common.
The other one's a common.
This is a rare. Auto rear guard once per turn. When a trigger unit is placed on rear guard during the battle, your other unit attacked. Soul Blast 1 until the end of turn. This unit gets power plus 10K.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is exactly what I want to see from like a clan.
That's a lot of potential beef, man.
I have been dying to see some serious disruption, mental mind games from a clan in Vanguard, and boom, we hit the money with Link Joker. I mean, like I love the next card too. Don't get me wrong, but this card I read it, I was like, man, that messes with people's heads.
I mean, there's a potential for this to be 29 by itself, Soul Blast 2, if they're guarding the other columns, you know? Like,
it's a once per turn skill. So, its skill's only going to get him up to 19.
Never mind.
But if he's got a force marker, boom.
Yeah, no.
Because it is.
I thought that was more than once per turn. My bad.
Yeah. Man, if this was more than once per turn, you could do some shenanigans with this card.
You can really play with people's emotions, man. I like decks that play. This deck plays with people's emotions because, like, this works even on the Vanguard. So if you swing Vanguard first, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to PG this," it's like, "Oh, big mistake, friend." So left one, my other dude's big.
Very true.
So yeah, I'm a huge fan of this card. For being a rare, this card is really good.
Also, he's got a big old whip. Looks really cool.
Yeah, that's true. Keith, what are your thoughts on this card though? You a big fan?
Yeah, I think he's really cool. This is just a really good beater. Like, this card is a really good beater because it's not like, oh, you're not going to guard me. You're going to take that 6 the damage, you know? Like, that's cool. Whatever. I'm cool with that outcome then instead, if you don't want to give me the power. So, yeah.
You know how everyone likes Overlord Soul Blast 10K? Here's one.
I just like that, like, basically, the good thing is at least the opponent will always know when he's on the board, he's going to probably be the last person to attack.
That's true.
Because, you know, you're going to be like, swing, swing. And so if you're at 3 or like 2, you'd be like, please no Critterino, please no Critterino. Now the next boy. All right. Grade 1, 8K Link Joker, 10K Shield. Common from the set. When it boosts, costs Soul Blast 1 until the end of battle. Your opponent must intercept as much as possible. This card might be better than cards that say your opponent cannot intercept.
How expensive did Vermilion used to be? $40? $45? Wasn't it CB3?
It was CB3.
Yeah, it was CB3, wasn't it? What was it?
Limit Break 4.
Limit Break 4, yeah.
Limit Break 4.
This is a common Soul Blast 1. This card, I would pay CB2 for this. This could be a triple R. I would buy 4 copies of it. This needs to be everywhere.
I just have such a hard time.
Oh.
One.
Wait, what? It requires a trigger.
Oh, yeah. The other one requires a trigger. Yeah.
Obviously, but
if they're going to PG the Vanguard, it's a trigger. So in most cases. Anywho. Back to this guy, though. So, well, we can talk. We've talked about it a lot. So, Keith, when you read this card, what was on your mind? What were you thinking?
I was thinking that Excel's front row is going to look real sad right here.
God.
Real sad.
Dude, this is so good.
This card is like, I would go so far as to say, you mentioned to me the other day that they might have to like re-specify it to say you have to guard to just enough. Either that or they need to do something to like tweak this a bit.
You see, that's the thing is like, as written, the card is redonkulous because like against like clans like Excel,
even not Excel, it's still two. That's
no,
two
it's,
cards.
it's still Soul Blast 1 to neg 2 cards, assuming the 2 in the front row are
they're usually
they're usually grade 2s, assuming they're grade 2s, right? There are also like weird situations where it's like against Royals, this is incredibly janky because if I have a Richard in the front row, it can intercept. So it technically is possible to intercept. Therefore, I just neg myself.
The Bermuda in the back row?
The Bermuda in the back row that can intercept. Like, technically, it is possible to intercept, so it has to intercept.
Oh, yeah. And then making the other grade 3s be able to intercept, they have to intercept too.
They have to intercept as well.
Like,
so like, where's the line?
Just board wipe Bermudas with this one card.
For Soul Blast 1.
And boost.
Okay. It's so crazy.
And so, like, I could easily see Dr. O shafting this card by saying that, like, you know, they're doing like a slight, I don't know. So this would be a question to ask Andrew. Like, Dr. O can do whatever he wants. Professor O, whatever his name is.
That's true.
He could easily say something that, like, by saying must intercept as much as possible, that means enough to guard it.
Mm-hmm.
Which would balance the card.
Yes.
I
still kind of like it, though.
Oh, no, it's still good.
Yeah.
It'd still be good, in my opinion.
No, I think so.
But...
yeah, if it's just like you literally have to intercept with anything that can intercept, then it gets interesting.
Then it gets. Why is this card a common? Because this, like, once again, I think of Great Nature a lot. One, because the deck is so oppressive and it's so good, and it's and in one world, and I think about like situations in which Great Nature gets like so many good boards, and some of these cards just really like shaft them, and I love it. I love to see it.
No, definitely.
I mean, don't get me wrong; it's gonna annoy everybody else too, but oof.
Like, I know it's been out for a while, and I think we would have seen it by now. I'm wondering if is this like a perfect translation? Is this the actual skill word for word? I feel like we would have seen like an edit by now if this was not the actual skill.
Well, it was edited at one point.
Yeah.
Last edit was last Tuesday at 8:33. So
who knows? But
and also it's got very short text, so I can't imagine
it can't be that hard to mess up.
It can't be that hard to mess up. So
it's crazy.
All in all, I think this is going to be a very stark thing I'm about to say, but I'm pretty sure this is the strongest common in the game.
Oh, coming out hot.
Like, this is the best common I've ever read.
Yeah, actually.
Like, I cannot, in the top of my head, think of a common card in V-Series. I can think of one in standard, in G Hero that's better. That's because there's more card pool.
What was that?
Yeah.
Floral Paladin was better than this.
They're better in G era, but
Floral Paladin was better than this.
Yeah, there's a lot like Urwatar.
Yeah.
Starting Vanguard for Gear Chronicle as well.
The critical trigger, you CB1, put it back in the deck, stand Blast Blade.
Well,
no, it was dumb.
but Blast really does like 40k with a critical and twin drive. Card is dumb.
Okay. All right. I guess when it has critical twin drive, but still, Soul Blast 1 killing all the grade.
Yeah, but dude, you never had to face down. Dude, it's like Cat Butler, dude. You just line up 3 of those crits and you just keep standing as Blast Blade till you win.
Now that's a good comment.
also Cat Butler.
But yeah.
What about you, Keith? Would you dare to say such a statement?
I'm trying to like run through my head now really fast to like think of all the commons in the game right now.
All the commons in V series, so
yeah, all the V series commons. Yeah, it's not for G era stuff. But is this? I mean, it's a contender at the very least. Like if it's not the best, it's up there.
Witch of Frogs is also very good, but I think it's more fairly costed. It's what Soul Blast 3. Granted, you have the reducers, but that's still a 2 card. That's not just by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Board, so Witcher Fox.
Witcher Fox is really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's what I'll say. Okay, I'll even extend and I stand by you. Witcher Frogs is a really good card, and the deck that it's in, like, this is just a good card.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it had been written in any clan in the game, you would have been like, "This is amazing."
Does Sunlight's Guardian's Guide count as a common since it's a promo?
I'm gonna go no. If it pulls higher than like $5 on TCG Player, I gotta veto it. Apparently, we get some good side event cards. We get a Shadow Paladin unit that's, I think, really good. Maybe, and I think an Angel Feather unit.
Please zoom that. I haven't seen those.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen these before though. So
have we?
Yeah, well, they were in Japan. This is just a promo.
We didn't up until now.
Ooh, Zoom deck top card damage zone. Oh, okay.
This one's the money one for like premium, because you'll get 2 Belial Owls and you make your opponent cry.
Yeah. No, definitely. Melissa's very good. There's no doubt that Melissa's very, very good.
No. I'm not hating. I'm not hating on Melissa. It's a riser, dude.
Is that a grappler?
It's a riser, dude.
I haven't seen this.
It's been 100 years. We're not going to talk about it, though, because it's bad.
Hold on. I haven't read it yet. Hold on.
Feel free, Matt. Prepare to be sad.
It's a gas pump, dude. The last gas pump was really good, okay? It was. All right. Refilling, right? Vanguard, Rearguard, when it attacks until the end of turn, one of your units gets plus 3,000 if it's rested. 3,000 becomes 5,000. All right. Anyway, next card.
Yeah, it's all sad.
Man.
All right, and the last ones I want to talk about are we got the starter for
Planetary Corpse.
Ruri is the starter for, and it's a typical starter, right? But the grade 1 says auto Guardian Circle. When the attack doesn't hit, counterblast 1, call this unit to an open rearguard circle, which is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then act rearguard cost Soul Blast 1 Planetary Corpse Ruri. Look at the top card of your opponent's deck. You may bind that card. Yeah. That's interesting.
Is it the first time we've seen opponent deck manipulation?
Besides the card that was never printed from OTT in the anime, yes. Hermes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this is the closest we've gotten to that. And this is some serious jank you can pull with this, because let's say it's a deck that doesn't swing with its Vanguard first. You can oh, it's an axe skill. Oh, thank God, never mind. You can't do it. I take it back. The second that I thought it was on place, I was like, this gets weird, dude. It's a really good card.
Scry it. If you think it's going to be something they don't want, leave it there. Well, do you think you would ever leave it there?
That's what I was thinking about to myself earlier. I was like, is there a situation in which I would leave the card on top?
I think maybe if it was like a late game, it's a grade 2. They don't want to draw it. They want something else. Yeah.
If it's a grade 2, maybe like that they don't need, or I'd go back. I'm gonna reverse it and go back. I'm gonna say if at the top of the deck for their next draw is a draw trigger 5K, yeah, they can have it. Like
that'll make them real sad.
Into them though is the problem, because you're in act. You're in the main phase right now. So right. That draw.
Oh, okay. You're right. You are in act in the main phase. So basically, no, I keep it on top if it was anything other than a trigger, because that's gonna be the damage they take. The first damage they take.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Especially if they're like, I'd probably save this until they're at 5, and figure out what's on the top of the deck. And if it's like anything that isn't a heal,
yeah,
I keep it on the top. Mm-hmm. And then I basically just told the opponent that he's dead, and he has to guard everything.
Yeah.
That makes me. Do you guys remember the episode of South Park with the AT&T with like the little laps?
Yeah. Like, no, we're the only provider in the area.
Like, oh, was that a heal trigger on the top of the deck? I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're totally right, though.
Basically, I really like this card's skill. Beyond its, I think it's a good skill. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's the first of its kind.
Mind game them, leave a good card there, and let them figure out why.
Eternal's the kind of card that like breaks into someone's house and touches nothing.
Yeah, Eternal breaks into someone's house and leaves stuff there.
Nothing was stolen, but suddenly we have like a bowl of fruit. Why?
That is kind of funny. He's just grabbing the card of their deck, and you're like, ha, put it back down.
Also, it's waterfall. Like, why?
What does he have planned? No, that's kind of funny. No, these cards are cool, man.
They are cool. It's actually gonna be our topic in a little bit, so we'll dive more into that stuff in a second. But
and they look really cool too. I love their art.
You do? I'm actually not a huge fan of it.
I think
line from the deck. Not to interrupt you, Matt. Sorry. With this is only a one-off skill because it has to Soul Blast the starting Vanguard. So you only get that special skill once, unless you
run 4 of the starting Vanguard.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you keep rewriting grade 0, is it, until you do something in the game?
No, I agree that it's a one-off. It's a really good one-off skill, which is what I mentioned earlier. Like, if it were me, I would save this until they're at 5.
Oh yeah.
And go ahead and like be like, okay, time to see what the top card of this deck is. All right, you're dead if I can hit you.
Yeah. As, like, you're either going for like a really big push turn, or they're at 5, or like you wait to do this effect. You don't just like blow this off on like turn 2. And just...
You don't get antsy. You're like, I want to bind something.
What's this new reveal? I want to see what that thing is.
It's just
really, hold on, let me talk about this card real quick. The other thing that I really like about this is that the deck doesn't necessarily punish you for keeping this card in hand, because at worst case scenario you can guard with it and then call it.
Yeah.
So like if you had to, which is really nice. All right, continuing onwards. It's a Bermuda unit. All right, it's bad.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It looks okay though, but it's bad. So that's all the spoiler reel for the day. The news, aside from the promos,
quality spoiler reel though. A lot of good cards in here.
Yeah,
a lot of good cards. Say that again.
I said a lot of interesting cards.
Very interesting.
And the best common ever made. So you know,
I don't know if best common ever made, but man, it's a really good common
ever made.
So.
Gotta commit.
Let's talk some tournament results real quick.
Oh, we have tournament results, don't we?
Oh, we do. I didn't even think of that. So, ARG Las Vegas was last Sunday. Standard top 8 was standard ARG top 8. I don't know how many players there were to you, by chance, Keith.
For standard, I think it was 40 something.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, decent.
Oh no, wait, was it 64?
Oof, definitely.
64. I think it might have been 64, and I know premium for a fact was 27.
Oof.
But I think standard was 64.
Austin, we have to talk about what happened. Why wouldn't we talk about what happened?
We're going to talk about what happened. Don't worry about it.
The one time you showed up, the best stuff happened.
So, but the standard ARG top, so top 8 was 3 Narukami, 1 OTT, 1 Murakumo, 1 Genesis, 1 Gold Paladin, 1 Neo Nectar. Finals were OTT versus Narukami. OTT takes it.
I have an interesting point about that as well. Apparently, there were only 3 Narukami players at that tournament.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yes. That is the rumor. It is not confirmed, but that is the rumor about what happens.
I bet that makes you feel good now that you're like buying full SP.
Oh, yes.
I'm
not feeling that as much, but yes.
Do you have them yet, Keith?
No, Tiz sent them out yesterday, I think, so I'm getting them this weekend.
Yeah, because we're getting.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch the NAR video. I'm gonna watch the NAR video later, but like, how do you like that deck, man? Because I was really, really tempted to build it. I couldn't because I bought Neo Nectar and Angels, and I couldn't do that. But like, how do you like it, man?
It's actually really fun. Like, this is the most fun I've had with Narukami in a long time, especially because like you weren't around that, but like G era Narukami was not good. It was not good. And so having this has been like a breath of fresh air with this deck because it's just like good aggro. I love the beatdown, and this deck is just the beatdown. So
Narukami was like all about like getting certain amounts of cards in the bind zone to activate skills. It was really bad.
You mean Dungaree?
It was Dungaree.
Oh no. I didn't know they went that south.
Yeah. And by the time we actually got like decent ways to bind, everything else's power level just like went through the roof. And we were just like, oh, this is great. Like we were just left in the dust.
They even got like two new descendants, and it still didn't make a difference. Like the Senate couldn't even come save the game for them.
That's fair. All right. Well, I definitely want to play that deck. Like that looks like a lot of fun.
No, it is. And I'm excited when you get it because you and Ryan are going to be filming matches with those two decks because we've been getting a lot of like requests for from the streams, but I'm like, I don't have those decks. Keith has those decks.
Yes.
It's gonna be blinged out.
Yes, we will have both. We're going to do a trial deck match at least of just the two of them, and then we'll do like full deck matches then on as well.
Sweet. Also, you can pit them against the decks that you guys have. Like, do you still have Spikes?
Yeah, I still have Spikes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you can match it against Spikes. Is always a good buzz solid test because Spikes is super consistent.
Yeah.
Blue Star says Narukami was a fifth of the field. The top 8 new Nectar players to Nar were the most deck played in the room. Yeah, cool.
All right. Well,
that's a testament then.
Yeah. Apparently, the guy on Vanguardians lied to me.
What a shock! I am beside myself.
Yeah, that is right. How could this have happened to me?
OTT wins. I think it's not a surprise, to be honest. Naru's performing well. I don't think that's a surprise. Really, all these. The good thing is about Vanguard Standard is in a very variance place right now. So like anything can really make it aside from Novas. Anything can find its way to the top. Sorry, buddy, man. Like,
anyway.
I mean, Tommy's probably down.
Dude, they gave us a gas station and it wasn't even really good. That was like some like $3-4 gas.
Oh no.
That's some Katrina level gas. I'm waiting in line for 2 hours, get like drip gone.
That was some like some pipeline bursting kind of gas price. I don't like it. Anyway. But yeah, any deck can really perform.
Moving into the PPG. PPG Atlanta, 34 players, top 8. I just realized our shop challenge could have had this many players. Top 8. NK?
Narukami.
Oh, thank you. 1 Narukami, 1 Angel Feather, 2 Royal Paladin, 4 OTT, winner Angel Feather. Kind of surprised to see Angel Feather taken and not OTT, given that OTT was half the board.
Yeah. Just sheer probability, you would think that OTT would get there.
Unless like the 4 OTT players were so scattered they all played against each other in the first round of the top 8.
That's what happened in the shop challenge when I was playing, like back, before we did Atlanta, was that there was 2 OTT players, and there was 3 OTT players in top 8, and they all knocked each other out, and I didn't have to play a single one in top 8 as Spikes, and it was great.
I bet you're sitting there like, we made it, boys. We made it.
It's all right.
2 Royal Paladins. I'm really happy to see Royal Paladins too, but I'm not surprised. I mean, Royal Paladins have gotten K and Bedivere are really silly. Richard really actually did something, which I was surprised. And Exculpate's really good, and Monarch Sanctuary Alfred's really good. Deck's really consistent. I'm a fan, so I'm not surprised to see those. Angel Feather. I mean, Angel Feather's a good deck.
Angel Feather has every right to win. OTT is silly still.
Yeah, OTT's always silly. So
but I mean, I think we were all just kind of like we were kind of riding that wave of people getting tired of it. We were bound to see it once the support came out. Wasn't a surprise.
Absolutely. That brings us to our shop challenge. Now, it's important to start off by stating that our shop challenge was capped, unfortunately, to 24 players. Because we only had 24 promos sent to us by Bushiroad. We had to cap the tourney to 24 players. I did eventually, because we did have like an extra group of people come in, another like 12 almost, another 12 players. So we could have had a 36-person shop challenge.
That is a massive shop challenge.
Yeah, no, we could have had a 36-person shop challenge, and that was me like posting the event, Keith, like 4 days before, like it was done.
That's true.
Damn. Damn, dude.
But it was capped at 24. I gave as a last minute decision. I decided to I would let them maybe play if they wanted to in the shop challenge, but they wouldn't get a promo. At that point, they were like, "Can we just have another tournament instead?" So we had another tournament just for them to play, and I gave them a lot of promos that day, and so on and so forth. And so we had our event. Top 8 was 1 Gear Chronicle, 1 Great Nature, 2 Great Nature, because Adam. 2 Great Nature.
Genesis.
Genesis, because that was Amanda.
OTT.
No, 2 Genesis, because Ralph was there.
Oh, was he doing Genesis?
I'm pretty sure he was.
Wow.
So it's 2 Genesis. So that's 5. We're missing 3.
It was OTT.
OTT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's what the winner was.
Yeah,
That's what the winner played. And
And then should have written this down, but
Kagero, Spikes,
no.
Royals.
No.
yeah, Amanda was in there. Shout out to her.
Yeah, Amanda was in there.
Cannot remember.
I can't. Yeah, it escapes me. There's 2 of the decks over there.
John made it with your Chronicle, and that was hilarious, though.
Dude, man had no business being there. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about some funny moments because Keith doesn't know any of the stories from this event. Okay,
No, I do not.
so So we played, of course. I went 2-2, got 11th. My only 2 losses were to top 8 to John, who was playing Gears, and
Biblical.
dude, the man is a great player, first and foremost. So like you only beat him in the luck game, and he's also incredibly lucky too. So it's like really hard. Like he doesn't make many mistakes. So you have to play very well against him. But he also like is really good at checking triggers. And so when I played against him, I had like I was playing Royals, updated Royals. I had the stuff that day. My boy Tiz. I had stuff that day. I had him at 5. He double healed back down to 3.
Oh,
He double healed back down to 3, and then triple triggered me the next turn for game with Mystery Flare, and I was dead. And then against the Leopold, I played against one of the Great Nature players, and Great Nature is just really good, man. When they get, I was really close to winning that game, but then he Leopold, and he got 2 non-triggers, and from his 2 non-trigger like top 4s, he ended up with a board of 3 binoculars, and a monoculus.
Cats.
So I was like, okay.
yeah.
So that was my thing. You want to talk about you real quick?
I went a clean 0-2 drop. Round 1 got paired into Braxton, as fate would have it. I proceeded to get double PBD'd. He pinged me, and then he crit me. Great game 1. Game 2, I got outplayed by player skill. You know, Vanguard fight. Yeah, and I just got outplayed. I did have whoever play a bunch of Tetris 99 that night, got 3rd place. So that was mine.
The real winner here was all of us because we got the promo.
Yeah, definitely. No, I 0-2 dropped. It was sad, but yeah, things happen.
It happens. And then also best of 1. Remember, the tournament wasn't best of 1.
Best of 1.
25-minute rounds. So it's rough. Now, Keith, I hope you're sitting because these next stories is where stuff gets funny.
Okay. Wait, Matt, what were you playing, by the way?
I was playing Neonectars. I had the promo too.
Okay.
I could not flip anything that night, so it wasn't okay. But I digress.
That being said, oh boy. So top 8, John plays against our friend Adam, who's also a Great Nature player in the first round of top 8. I leave to go inspect another game, and I return, and John's like, "Dude, look what I did!" And it is his first grade 3 stride.
Stride?
It's like where he gets the grade 4 from the deck.
Oh, yeah.
First time he's doing the grade 4 stride into Mystery Flare, he has 20 in bind. 20 grade total in bind.
Oh, my.
So he now has every single Soul Saver crit triple drive with the possibility of the turn skip.
He has everything. He has the turn, the power, the crit, the drive, and then he just blows out the other guy. It was playing Great Nature. I was like, never in my... I have gotten that skill off once in my life.
And to do it so soon, he had the perfect curve. Like, the right amount of stuff to bind the cards from your hand while having all those grade 4s in your hand.
Also, it was also the gutsiest play because it was 3 of the one that you would ditch, right? Yeah. But there was still 2 Mystery Flares in there.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was some anime tier.
That was some boyo tier.
He took his hat and just kind of
Yeah.
Murakumo was another one that made top 8.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I think it was Tyler.
It was totally Markoma.
I can look at the picture and probably figure it out.
And we might be one off there, but yeah.
So that brings us. So John, I want to follow through John's perspective here. So John then goes to the top 4 table, right?
Man,
And Karma, and this is a game that's recorded. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get these raw videos, but I should. But it depends if our friend who filmed them actually something happened with his hard drive, I think. So
I hope he gets them.
But I hope we get them because they're super funny and we want to commentate over them. But maybe even get Keith in because he didn't actually see the games.
Oh yeah, I'd be super down.
Should we spoil it if we're gonna do that?
No, we should still spoil it.
You think so?
Just in case it doesn't happen. And plus, other people, not everybody watches Damage Check. I'm spoiling it either way. It's happening.
Yeah.
So with John though, so John's playing on camera in top 4. Dies before he gets to grade 1 because he G assists twice and whiffs the grade 1 check.
Oh.
All the luck gassed out. Like he literally got nothing.
His engine's like
Lady Luck is like, it's time to pay. I need misery.
yeah, Austin, we'll have you to commentate those games.
So it was a delight to see that from like how he bopped me and then how he bopped Adam. Me and Adam were just like, ah, that's funny.
Yeah. A single hat.
The Great Nature guy, Mike, he makes it to the finals. He beat me. And then things get really interesting. Now, I didn't watch the whole game, but I made it to the end. All right.
We watched the important part.
This is the important part, all right? Game's clutch, all right? Because he's playing against
OTT.
No, wasn't it Angel Feathers?
It's OTT.
Was it OTT?
It was OTT.
He's playing against OTT. And it looks like he's going to take it. That Great Nature is about to win. He's running low on deck. He's got about 5 cards left in deck. Then he goes down to there's another back and forth. It goes back to him.
And it's 3 cards in his deck.
No, it's 2.
No, it's got to be for the draw.
No, it's 2.
And then
it's
it's got to be 3.
How's it got to be 3? Oh, because he draws for turn. Yeah, it's 3 cards in deck. He draws for turn. He knows he cannot attack with his Vanguard.
So there's 2 cards left in deck.
So I want to talk about this, okay? Because this is a learning experience, not just for you guys in the audience, but for everybody. Don't be an autopilot player, especially with Great Nature, because it's very easy to just fall into the motions and then lose. Because this Great Nature player, in his infinite, boundless wisdom, knows that he can't swing with his Vanguard. Thank God he doesn't do that. Instead, he goes swinging with his rear guard. But because his autopilot is on 100% on, he activates Binoculus's skill, CB1, mills the top card of his deck.
Non-trigger.
It's a non-trigger. He draws a card and instantly loses the game. And that is how he went from about to win finals at Shop Tournament into I killed mine. He literally killed himself.
I have joked forever about a skill that like CB kill yourself. He did that. He CB1 killed himself. It was the and he's looking down like what happened? He's like, oh.
The thing is, he realized it. Like the minute he CB'd the one, he goes, because you can tell he was in full autopilot. He's like, CB1, mill, non-trigger, no, I lose.
And the other dude didn't know what was happening for a minute.
Yeah, the other guy was like so focused on whether or not he could guard the attacks that he was just like, wait, what? It's over? I win? Yeah. He was like, congratulations, dude, you just stumbled into the top 1. I hope you're happy with yourself.
God, what a janky game.
And it's all on camera, and that's the best part of that.
I really hope we get to commentate that. That'll be a treat to watch for everybody.
Especially for Keith. I think Keith will have a delight watching that.
Yeah. I am excited. I am very excited.
God, what a game.
It was without doubt amazing. It was breathtaking. That being said, what is time? It's 9 o'clock. All right, well, I'm going to save the topic. We talked about the Link Joker cards a good bit, so let's go ahead and do hashtag Ask Absolutions, and then we'll end Damage Check. So rev them up for us, guys, and we will definitely answer those questions Just trying to see. Usually at the bottom here it tells me how many people are watching. So I'm like,
Oh yeah. Well, we usually have the YouTube thing open too. How many people are here?
I can't tell.
Looks like about 50.
Oh, not bad.
Good stream, guys. Good stream, guys.
All right.
50.
There we go. Okay. All right. Let me know what questions you got. Hey, I made that kill yourself thing back around lemon break.
Tiz already hold on, let me grab the sponsor bottle.
No, don't grab the bottle, dude. Don't grab the bottle. Do not grab the bottle. It's a Jägermeister sweat headband by Jägermeister.
Huntmaster.
Damage givers with gold paladin. Are you guys going to Atlanta? We are working that out right now. I want to go, and I think Keith wants to go.
Yeah, I definitely want to go too.
Especially now that I can play premium, dude. I'm hype.
Yeah, I'm quite excited for both things, especially because I missed the shop challenges at my locals. So I would be super down to go to Atlanta.
Wait, had they both happened, both the standard and the premium one?
They both did.
Hey, dude, you can come up and play our premium one.
When is your premium one?
March 9th.
I could probably do that, honestly.
Either March 9th or March 8th. I'm trying to think. Okay. I think it might be 8th. That's Saturday.
Yeah. Depends on how much prep I have to do for my TED Talk, because it'll be pretty soon after that.
Oh, yeah, my boy.
Wait, was the grave revealed already?
Shameless plug. We haven't seen... I want to wait until I see the actual card text on the grave.
I was about to say, I didn't think it was revealed yet.
We saw it in the anime, but we're not entirely sure what the full skills are.
Okay, yeah. Thoughts on the great? Not yet. More VRs coming for decks. How do you feel about completing decks no longer being budget friendly?
With more VRs coming for decks, how do you feel about completing decks no longer being budget? It's just card games. We're back here. We're back to where we were. We're like, some decks are going to run multiple VRs. Some decks aren't. Some decks you have to replace old VRs with new VRs. Like, it's card games.
Do you think there are any clans given the wrong type of gift now that we've seen everything? I think our initial predictions were slightly different. Like we thought Link Joker would be really cool as Protect, with lock and stuff like that. But obviously that didn't happen. I think
Are you talking about the Answer of Truth clans?
No, just all clans. Like all clans. Like, do you think all the gifts are appropriate?
Oh, now they're all done?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of clans just have force tacked on, which is fine, but
the leaders. Well, let me throw this to Keith. Keith, do you think there are any ones that you wanted to see be other things?
Oh, the things I would do for Mega Colony to be Force is disgusting. I would have loved that clan to be Force, but it makes sense for it to be Protect, so I don't begrudge that fact, you know?
Right. I'm trying to think. No, it all kind of shaked. I mean, I would have really liked Link Joker to have been, but granted, with the leaders, I get it why it's Force, because it just makes the elite that much more penetrating. But
I kind of wish Angel Feather wasn't a clone of OTT in the whole stall you out, protect you forever game. I don't want two of those. Granted, now we have it. We can't do anything about it. Great Nature's shaped out way better than anyone thought.
That was more the deck than the mechanic. I mean, the mechanic helped, but the gift kind of made sense for it, though.
Grand Blue can't be saved by anything except itself. Yeah, no, I think it felt okay. Even Gold Paladins being Excel, sometimes they just work. I still don't think they're very good, but sometimes Gold Paladins just grab you by the balls and take you to town.
I think Gold could have been fun if it had been Force as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Golds could have had a lot of fun had they been Force.
Definitely.
I really would have liked to have seen one of each of the Paladin clans, like, been one of each gift, just for, like, difference sake. Not that
that would have been interesting.
But
Shadows as Protect would have been really weird, though.
That would have been strange.
Yeah, it would have been.
All right, so let's keep going here. How do you feel about the support cycle? Well, I don't like that Royals are getting all the support, to be honest. Both for my wallet and because it's starting to build the rage again. To answer, somebody asked if we're going to see the necktie again. I mean, I'm getting a little frustrated because Bushi's finally going back to their old shtick of like, ooh, more Royals, more Kagero, More Link Joker. That's what you want, right?
Yes and no, Bushi. Yes and no.
But the rest of it seems pretty okay. I'm okay with it.
Go fund me for Jose. Let's not.
What do you think, Keith? Do you think the support cycle's okay?
It's fine, quote unquote. Like, as you said, Royals has way too much support coming in. There's going to be like 6 waves of Royal support before Spikes get the second wave of support. You know, which is just like really uneven. So I do not like that at all. Basically, as always, the big protagonist clans and antagonist clans get all the support, and the rest of them are left in the dust. So,
absolutely, and it's pretty poopy. I'm not a fan.
Also, the fact that booster pack, extra booster, Grand Blue and Aquaforce are stuck in an extra booster. That better be a good extra booster, man.
It better be the best extra booster. Yeah, but deep Dimension Police in there again. It's the same set that was out there.
I know, you and I are going to have to go in for that.
Yeah, we're going to have to. I mean, because I need the Dimension Police and you need the other 2.
Need is a strong word, but yeah.
You might as well update Grand Blue.
Yeah.
Aquaforce, you can do whatever you want with. That being said, there was a good question I wanted to... Oh, Keith, this is one I wanted to ask you. What is the most fun you've had playing a janky deck that wasn't competitive? You think a deck that you played that... I can think of one that you played slightly, but you didn't play it, like, a lot.
Janky deck.
I think the most fun janky deck I had was Sweep Command in G-Era.
Awesome.
Yeah, because that was just a dumb deck. When I got 9th, I was disappointed at getting 9th in that regional. But that deck was hilarious. That was so much fun.
Sweep Beams?
Yeah, the Sweep Beams. Which one were you thinking of, Jose?
I was thinking Ogre in Legion.
Oh, yeah. Bloody Ogle that one time that I went to MVG.
Yeah,
Bloody
Ogle. You were having some fun with that. I can't think of one. I would have to say like Sinbuster. I mean, but
Sinbuster was good.
Sinbuster was
okay.
good.
Okay, you can't call Sinbuster straight janky.
I never played a janky deck then. I really never played as like a super janky deck.
I mean, for me, it would have to be like old Hellstand Nova Grapplers. They were not very good.
Well, I guess the closest I can say is 16 crit Senguard. That's about as janky as I went.
Yeah.
To pull any last hope that deck had, I went 16 crit.
Yeah.
No PGs.
Yeah. Mr. Greed. What would you like to see for return for Grand Blue's next boss? I'd like Night Mist. Night Mist was always really cool to me.
I think it's time for Cocytus to make his return.
You think so? I think he will, actually. I think it will be Cocytus. But Night Mist would be really cool. What was, since I don't know Premium Grand Blue very well, I kind of want like a giant ghosty boss. There
was a ghosty boss, but he wasn't good. I also kind of love that Keith's face like took over my screen as soon as Ghosty came up. It was like, Ghosties?
No? Yes.
I'll play a Ghosty. I mean, dude, Norman, so good.
Did you play Old Brave? I did not play Old Brave. Old Brave was bad.
Yeah, no, this year promises to be... I'm very hopeful for sets that disappointed me initially. I still haven't read the suspected Azure Dragon effect. I still won't do it until the card is released. Oof, I hope that deck's good, man. I just hope that deck is good. Anyway. Let Ghosties die. Bring back Night Rose. Oh, come on, dude. Ghosties are already dead. Everything's already dead. It's Grand Blue.
Ghosties are the best, man. I love Ghosties. That being said, all right, I think we're gonna wrap up Damage Check for the day. I want to thank my panelists for joining me. Mm-hmm. As always, my roommate, he's kind of forced to. And then Keith, I know you have papers to write and things to do, so I want to thank you for joining us as always.
You're quite welcome.
We'll be back next Thursday for more spoilers and Bushy Road news. And if in case something happens, we'll do a stream instead for next, because that's what I'm trying to do. Because if we can't do Damage Check, we'll do a stream during the week to offset it. But if we I'm
always willing to do streams, but then Jose doesn't want to do streams.
Not at like 9.
Blame Jose.
We did it Monday, dude. What are you talking about? We do it on filming days.
I wanted to stream yesterday, but you were busy.
I was gone. I want to go see the UNC game, dude. Come on now.
Matt touched Jose's butt. There it goes.
All right. Thank you guys for watching, everybody. This is Team Absolution signing off. Peace.